Hi, welcome everyone. I'm Becky Bros. Today we're going to work to align the pelvis in one of my favorite poses, extended hand to big toe pose. So expect a hip and a hamstring flow, or a hippie hammy flow. For your practice, grab a strap. If you don't have a strap, an old tie will do, or you could use a bath towel, or a beach towel is even better because a beach towel tends to be thinner, but something that you can use as a strap. And then grab a pillow. If you have a bolster, use a bolster. Tip for your bolsters, if you have pets in your house like I do, it's nice to put a pillowcase on it so you can just take the pillowcase off and throw it in the wash when it's ready to be cleaned. So bolster or pillow for our practice as well. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to start down on our backs today. So come all the way down to your mat. And lay your head flat down on the floor and bend your knees and place your feet as wide as your mat. Then come to broken bridge. Allow your knees to fall into one another. If your head's lifted up off the floor when you go to lay back, feel free to roll a towel or put a thin pillow underneath so that your head can rest back into something if it doesn't rest directly into the floor. And to start our practice, bring both hands to your belly. You can even bring your thumb and index finger together to make a diamond around your belly button. Relax your elbows down to the mat. And with your eyes open or closed, simply start to follow your breath. So with the placement of your hands, notice how when you inhale, your belly lifts up into your hands. And then follow the reverse movement as you breathe out. Notice how the body moves as you breathe in and as you breathe out. One more grounding breath, inhale and exhale. And you can bring your arms by your side, open up your eyes if they're closed, and walk your feet your hip distance apart and continue to keep your knees bent. You need to readjust your pelvis at all, press through your feet, lift your hips up and center yourself down on the mat. And then inhale your right knee into your chest. Interlace your hands behind your right thigh for half knee to chest pose, or interlace your hands on top of your right shin. And then at first, just draw your right thigh to the outside of your right rib cage. You can keep your left knee bent on the floor. Take a breath in. And then draw the knee in a little tighter as you breathe out. One more like that, breathe in. Draw your knee in closer as you breathe out. And then interlace your hands behind your right thigh. Inhale your right leg straight up to the ceiling. It's okay if there's a bend in your knee. Actively press through the ball mound of your right foot and press your right heel towards the ceiling, taking your leg to as straight as it goes as you breathe. Then take an inhale here. Exhale, bend your right knee, draw your knee into your chest. Inhale, straighten your right leg, press your right foot up to the ceiling, go to your version of straight, and then exhale, draw your right knee into your chest. Inhale, straighten your right leg, flex your right foot. Exhale, draw your right knee into your chest. And then place your right foot back down on the floor. Inhale your left knee into your chest. Interlace your hands behind your left thigh. As you exhale, draw your left thigh in closer to your body. Go right for the outside of your rib cage. Keep the pressure as you inhale. And then exhale, see if there's a little more space to draw in. Inhale, extend your left leg straight up to the sky. Your version of straight as you flex your left toes. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale, bend your left knee, draw your left knee to your chest. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Continue to keep your right knee right over your right ankle. And then exhale, bend your left knee, draw into your chest. Inhale, straighten your left leg to your variation of straight. Flex through your left foot, extend through your big toe. Exhale, draw your left knee into your chest. And then bring your left foot down to the floor. And then grab your strap and grab your bolster You're going to place your bolster just to the side of your left leg. We'll start with the left leg so you can see it on this side. And then unroll your strap. Keep your right knee bent and loop the strap around the ball mount of your left foot. And then inhale, extended hand to big toe pose. Extend your left leg straight up to the sky. You can relax your shoulders back to the mat and bring your elbows and upper arms to the floor as you keep your left leg straight. Stay in this variation for a few breaths. Keep your right knee bent. Actively press your left foot to the ceiling into the strap. See if you can equally press through your left big toe mound and your left pinky toe so that the sole of your left foot reaches to the ceiling and you evenly pressure through your foot. Start to allow the skin of your left outer hip and the lower end of your left butt cheek to roll down towards the floor as you keep your left leg straight. Use that as your anchor. If you have more space, you can lightly draw your left leg in closer towards you. But I'd like you to think of keeping the flesh of your lower left butt down on the floor. I know, it's kind of funny to say that, right? All right, so you can stay just like this, or extend your right leg to your variation of straight and flex your right foot. As your right leg comes straight, you'll start to lengthen your right psoas. That tends to get tight when we're sitting in our chairs or down on the couch all day long. You've been working from home, you really may have been feeling this lately. All right, now grab your strap in your left hand. Place your right hand on your right front hip bone. Inhale at center, and then exhale, open your leg out to the left side. And keep your left arm relaxed back to the floor. And you might stop somewhere along here. Press your left foot into the strap. Or you might go lower. If you have a stack of pillows, allow your leg to come down and rest on the stack of pillows. If you need more height than I have here, that's fine. You can have a stack of 2, 3, 4 pillows to rest your leg here. And you want to lower your left leg down to a height that allows the back, your right hip, to stay down on the floor. So if your right hip starts to roll up, lift your leg up, hold it in the air, or allow it to rest into a bolster. So what's nice about this, we're starting to open your inner groins, open your adductors. If you have some space now, see if you can start to draw your left foot closer towards your left shoulder. And notice how that might change the sensation of the pose for you. And over time, you may notice that you're able to rest your leg down, even if at the start of the pose you weren't able to. And then inhale, bring your left leg back up to center. As you exhale, undo the strap. Start with bent knees, both feet back down on the floor. All right, let's switch sides. So take your strap, wrap it around the ball of your right foot. Take your bolster, switch it to the opposite side of your mat. And then inhale, extended hand to big toe pose. With the strap in both hands, extend your right leg to your version of straight up to the sky. Allow your upper arms to drop towards the floor so your shoulders can stay relaxed. And then lengthen the back of your right thigh, your hamstrings, by pressing your right foot into the strap. You can flex your toes and your left foot. And then notice your heels rolled in or your heels rolled out to center. Find center. Allow your second toe in the back of your heel to line up as you press your foot into the strap. Now make those minor adjustments we made before. Allow the skin of your right buttock to start to roll toward the floor. Yes. You'll notice it's a tiny adjustment. And then keep that option and draw your right leg closer towards your face, or it might stay right where it is, and that's perfectly fine. If you feel good here, straighten your left leg, flex your left foot, and press the back of your left thigh toward the floor. Begin to open up your psoas, which runs from your inner thigh up around your inner hip and connects to your lumbar spine. So begin to counter our everyday sitting posture. Great. If your left knee is bent, you can keep it bent. If your left leg's straight, keep it straight. Take both hands. Take your right hand to the strap, and then your left hand, bring it to your front left hip point. Inhale at center, and then exhale. Open your right leg to the right side. You may open it a little bit and stay right there. Rest your right leg on your stack of pillows. Your choice how many pillows you use. And then at the tiniest bit, start to roll your right inner thigh up to the ceiling to get into your adductors, your inner thigh muscles a little bit better. An option to rest your right thigh on the bolster. We'll keep our necks neutral today, so gaze straight up to the ceiling. Continue to breathe where you are. What's a great gauge in our practice is our breath. So if you notice you stop breathing, you're holding your breath, or your breath becomes labored and heavy, and then you lift your leg up a little bit to where your breathing's nice and easy. Now inhale, bring your right leg back up to center. Undo the strap, place both feet down on the floor. Awesome. So I love that pose. Feels great, opens up the hamstrings with the straight leg, our inner thighs when we come out to the side. To close our practice today, I want to come to figure 4. So keep both knees bent. If you have a block or a bolster, you may want it here. With your right foot on the floor, take figure 4 stretch. Cross your left ankle on top of your right thigh. And then you can reach, either put your right foot on a block or on the bolster. So you can move the bolster around and place your right foot on the bolster. Or interlace your hands behind your right thigh. Flex both your feet to engage your muscles and protect your knees. And then take your left elbow, if you've interlaced behind your right thigh, and start to lightly roll your left inner thigh away from you as you draw your right knee in towards your chest. So this sensation in the outer left hip might be a lot. And if it is, you get to control how intense that is. So you can pull your right knee in a little, or you can pull it in a lot, but choose the place where your breath is steady and even. So we're always looking to find steadiness and ease, and that sends a signal to the body that everything's okay. Take a breath in. And then exhale, bring both feet back down to the floor. If you're using a bolster or a block, you can rest them on the bolster or block. And then cross your right ankle on top of your left thigh for figure 4. Keep your left foot on the bolster, and then flex your right foot. Or interlace your hands behind your left thigh. Pick your left foot up off the floor. And then with your right forearm, start to press your right thigh gently away as you draw your left knee in closer to your chest. So continue to flex both feet as you breathe here. Keep in mind that the left and the right side do not have to be the same. So you may have been able to draw your right knee in closer to you than your left knee, or vice versa. The sides don't have to be equal, so honor if there is a difference. And you also might find that after a few breaths, you're able to draw your left knee in closer, and that's fine too, adjusting the pose as the body feels ready. So take a breath in. Exhale, bring your feet back down to the floor or your bolster. And we'll close class with a Breech Tadasana. If you have pillows or a bolster, a nice way to relieve your low back may be to rest the backs of your knees and your calves on the bolster. Or you can lay straight out into Shavasana, final relaxation, with your legs a comfortable distance away from your body. And bring your arms by your side. If you need to readjust, feel free to press your feet into the floor of the bolster, lift up, and then actually take your hands to the flesh of your upper buttocks and then start to lengthen it down as you bring your hips back down to the floor. And then rest your arms by your side. Lengthen your legs out on the bolster or floor. Rest your head back. Close your eyes. And then let your breathing come to its natural rhythm. notice if anywhere in your body is tight or calls your attention. If it does, see if you can send your awareness to that area of your body and relax it a little bit more so that you can rest here in Shavasana for as much time as you have today. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Yogi's choice. So feel free to stay resting in Shavasana and to come out when you're ready. I'll get in touch soon. Wonderful to have you join me today. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thanks, everyone.